Good afternoon. So often we think that people who are going to church, people who are involved in religion, are some of the best people in the world. People look at them and say, well, you must go to church. You must think you're perfect. You must be better than everybody else. People think that those who are involved in religion are some of the ones who are doing the best. They're acting the best. They're following the rules. They're obeying. They're righteous in that way. People who are in religion, who are in Christianity specifically, know that that is not the case. That in fact, people who are religious or not religious, people who are in church or not in church, all share the same characteristic. They are all sinful before God. They are all unrighteous, not holy, not perfect, not in fact able to do any of those things. And so what is it that the Lord is actually looking for? Is the Lord looking for somebody who is going to be perfect, somebody who can try to do the best they can and figure that God is going to accept them like that? Or is God looking for somebody else? Is He looking for somebody who recognizes their unrighteousness and recognizes their sin and then looks to God for forgiveness? We know the answer, of course, to that. And that's what God points out in this psalm, Psalm 24, 3, 4, and 5. Who may go up to the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in His holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, whose soul is not set on what is false, who does not swear deceitfully, he will receive blessing from the Lord and righteousness from the God who saves him. The one who's going to stand before God is the one who has clean hands and a pure heart, the one who is perfect in every way. That's the only one who can stand before God. But you and I, we can't do that. We can't match up to that level. We could never meet what the psalmist here is talking about, that we would be the ones with perfectly clean hands and perfectly clean heart, no sin whatsoever. No, in fact, we can't meet that, but God has met it for us. God, who is perfectly righteous, sent His Son Jesus to be righteous in your place, so that God might grant you His righteousness as a gift, as something free of charge, as something you don't have to earn, you don't have to deserve it, because God gives it to you. God declares you to be righteous. He declares you to be right with Him and gives you His perfection so that now you can stand before Him. You can be welcomed into God's presence, not because of you, but because of Jesus. Because the one who receives the blessing and righteousness from God is saved by Him, not by you, saved by God. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.